For more on this controversy and the state of the governor's race in North Carolina, I want to bring in Bryan Anderson. He is a journalist who covers North Carolina politics on his Substack, Anderson Alerts. Bryan, your reporting on North Carolina politics is phenomenal. You broke the news that Robinson was canceling events this morning and lifted the paywall on your story so voters could access it for free. You had a source telling you this CNN story that everyone seems to be talking about was coming, and you also had some early insight into what the allegations were. Now that this CNN report is out in full, did it track with what your sources were saying? What stands out to you here?
Well, first, Allison, thanks for having me on. It did track with what I've been hearing from sources. And the timing on this is very interesting for when this came out. This came out very, very, very late. My understanding is people have had this for months and have held on to it for a moment like this, because it is a tight deadline in North Carolina for a candidate to withdraw. And this is putting the Republican Party in the defensive to have to answer for whether they want Lieutenant Governor Robinson to be their nominee.
And Bryan, Robinson has had a controversial candidacy. For those who aren't as familiar with Robinson, could you explain what some of the past comments and actions that have raised eyebrows are? And talk to us about how voters in North Carolina have responded to the allegations in the past.
Yeah, Robinson has come under fire for a number of reasons. I was actually there with him on maybe what is now his second worst news day in his political life. Back in 2022, I was with him at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base when the story broke that he had paid for an abortion for his then girlfriend, now wife, back in 1989. And that was something he had made known publicly about a decade earlier through Facebook comments. And it's these same social media posts. It's these same comments that are made on what is now a pornographic website that have hurt him politically.
Bryan, when you're talking to your sources tonight within the Republican Party there in North Carolina, do they think that he is going to drop out, or will he stay in this race regardless?
There are certainly some people who want him to drop out of this race. Notably, there is a Wake County legislator who is, I should say, a legislative candidate in a swing district who thinks Robinson could hurt him politically, who is calling for Robinson to step down. I had asked Michael Whatley, the chair of the RNC, I had asked Attorney General candidate and Congressman Dan Bishop what they thought. Haven't heard back from them, but over the weekend, they had told me they were supportive of Robinson. And so by all accounts, Robinson is still planning to stay in this race. And people I had spoken to, even before this story broke, told me the race is over in their mind, and those include supporters of Robinson.
And really quickly, before we let you go, what about the possible down ballot impact? Is this something that your sources think will negatively impact the Republican Party and former President Trump on the ballot?
Yeah, there's certainly a potential for a big down ballot impact. The conversation I'm more hearing is up the ticket, where usually you talk about the governor and how they could impact things lower in the ballot for legislature, council of state races. People are talking about what this could mean for President Donald Trump. In North Carolina, if President Trump doesn't win this state, his pathway to 270 electoral votes diminishes greatly. And there are people in Robinson's, or I should say in Trump's orbit, former Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney have expressed concern that Robinson could, quote, weigh it down. And so that's what's at stake here. It's not just up and down, not just down the ballot. It's all the way to President Trump as well.
All right. Bryan Anderson, thank you. We appreciate your time tonight and your reporting.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.